for the Wendy Williams Show. Today, Andy Cohen is on the couch. Get ready for the juiciest dish from your favorite shows. Plus, the fashion hits and disastrous misses from last night's American Music Awards. And Wendy's got a lot to say about the 2 new Atlanta housewives we met last night. Now, here's Wendy.
And Lindsay Lohan has a secret sister, and she wants nothing to do with her either. Let's talk about that and more. It's time for Hot Topics. Thank you. Yeah. Good. I'm glad you're watching. And so for about 5 weeks, I've been keeping a big secret, and I've been basically sharing on the after show little things. You know, at wendyshow.com, after the show, I go into my office and I put my robe on and we talk casual. And so I was sharing, particularly with my after show audience, okay, you guys, I have to get out of here. I've got to go to the gym, or I cannot believe how off my diet I've been, or, you know, this or that. And I was saying, I have a secret, I have a secret. Well, the secret is out. I am the new spokesperson for I'd rather be naked than wear fur for PETA. And I have to say, it was so cute on the after show because people were guessing that the secret was that I was pregnant, or that me and my husband are adopting, or that I'm posing for Playboy. But, you know, I felt fabulous at the photo shoot. I was surprisingly very free. It was very liberating. The photographer was stunned and shocked. He had no idea. My husband was my posing coach and had me really pose-alicious. And I must say that the pictures won't be out until sometime after Thanksgiving, and then they're going to do, like, you know, billboards and, you know, like that. But I'd rather be naked than wear fur. And might I add, very little to no airbrushing. I was shocked myself. Anyway, I had a terrific weekend. Most of my family is now in town. My mother and my father and my niece came over for the weekend, and, you know, and my sister's in town, and we did a lot of eating, like you do when family comes around. Yesterday, my mother, she virtually made the Thanksgiving dinner, but without the turkey and without it being this coming Thursday. She made the leg of lamb and the mint jelly and rolls. You know your mom's in town when you have rolls on the side. Rolls. And then I made the pumpkin soup that we learned how to make here. If you're looking for a really good pumpkin soup recipe, go to wendyshow.com and pull the recipe. It was so good. I put the heavy cream, I put the bacon on the top and the crouton. It was so good. So anyway, and now we move into Thanksgiving week. So, and last night I got to catch up with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't know what you were watching last night, Sunday night TV. But, you know, and we finally got to meet the newest housewife, Porsha, because we really haven't seen anything about her. And you know what? She's bubbly and annoying. She's really, you really are. But she is part of Atlanta's elite. And Porsha didn't get off to a great start with Kenya on the show. Apparently, Kenya, who's a former Miss USA, will flip on you if you call her a former Miss America. And by the way, and don't ask her age or what year she won Miss USA, because she will flip on you for that too. Just take a look at how it all went down.
Disrespectful is inviting me to your event and getting in front of a group of people and not even knowing my title or who I'm about.
From 19 whenever?
Yeah, 19 whenever.
I don't remember that.
Well, but you have to do your research. You invited me, and I feel disrespected. Well, good luck, honey. Next time, know how to throw a really good event.
Really good.
People in a room is not an event.
Okay, let's see if we hear anything about what you promote.
Yeah, you will hear
You don't care about
because guess
children.
what? It's
You don't care
all
about
over
anything.
the place.
Next time,
Don't Google me, honey. Wiki
Google
me.
you. From
Google
when?
me.
It's not even in the search engine. It's so old.
First of all, the two of them did have a classy way of fighting because nobody really raised their voice, and Kenya kept pretty in her face the whole time she was talking. And the other girl, you're 32 and Kenya is about 42, so in a moment you wouldn't want somebody calling you old, young bubblehead, number one. Number two, Kenya, you can't blame people for getting Miss USA and Miss America mixed up because to most of us, they're just all meaningless beauty queens. I mean, to most of us who aren't in the pageant world. And then oh hell. Lawrence, what color lipstick were you wearing, girl? Because it was really pretty out there. That guy, Lawrence, he had on some real good lipstick. Anyway, Andy Cohen's gonna be out here later on, so we can, yeah, we'll talk to Andy about everything. Did you watch the American Music Awards last night? Well, Justin Bieber was the big winner last night. He won Artist of the Year, and he did a performance with Nicki Minaj, and he thanked the haters who said he wouldn't last. Yeah, well, and then MC Hammer was probably the biggest performance of the night. He did a surprise performance for the big finale, and he was joined on stage by that Korean sensation Psy with the Gingham Style. Now, okay, here's my thing about Psy, and I'm not hating on him because, you know, clearly he's gotten some recognition for something, but, you know, it was fun to see him perform with Hammer because Hammer is, well, you know, Hammer's dancing is a lot like Psy's dancing, and so it seemed relevant, but Madonna bringing Psy on stage at the concert last week in New York was just ridiculous. And because I'm thinking that Madonna's, you know, older, and also she doesn't have to be that cheesy to bring Psy on stage to do the Gingham Style dance. I don't know how you thought about this, but I thought that even Lourdes, her 15-year-old daughter, could have said, Mom, I know Psy has 2 million, the guy has like 2 million hits on his YouTube page for doing that Gingham Style dance and everything, but something about Psy being brought into the real fray of the coolness is uncool. That's like one of those dances that you do at a wedding. Like you do the Gingham Style at a wedding. That's a dance that we do backstage. But like when we go into commercial for the show, we do, well, no, I don't. Marco, our audience warm-up, and Suzanne, you do it too. As a matter of fact, you guys, and by the way, our DJ Booth says the Gingham Style song, he's got to play that in the club or everybody has a fit. I'm so shocked, I've never heard that. Anyway, hit it, Booth. Watch how they get down. And they get all into it. All I'm saying is, doesn't Marco look like Flo Rida? Who, by the way, Flo Rida will be here on the show tomorrow, right? Yeah. Tomorrow. Okay. So we have less than a week before the big Liz Taylor movie on Lifetime TV. I can't wait. And so, you know, she's been doing a little bit of press for the movie, and apparently she's also found out that she has a new sister that she never knew she had. Well, her father, sloppy as he is, Michael Lohan, didn't do it at a private DNA test center. He actually went on the talk show, the English black lady, what's her name? Trisha Goddard. He went on the Trisha Goddard show and took the DNA test to reveal that he is the father of an illegitimate daughter that he had 17 years ago while he was still married to Dina. Dina, girl, I'm beginning to understand it all now. And how could you take a DNA test? Michael, you guys look exactly alike, you and your illegitimate daughter. I hate that word, illegitimate, but that's, I guess, what you would call it, your illegitimate daughter. According to TMZ, Lindsay says that she wants nothing to do with the sister, which is a good thing because it turns out the feeling is mutual. Look, the sister, the sister is 17 years old, and she says she doesn't want any part of the Lohan train wreck, which is kind of insulting because most 17-year-olds these days, especially if you come from someplace normal like Jersey or something, if you come from someplace normal, you know, all of a sudden you feel like, oh my gosh, I always wanted to be a model or I always wanted to sing. Let me just call up my father, Michael, and so I can get in with my other side of the family, the Lohans, and become a big star, at the very least part of a cool entourage. But so here's what happened. So Lindsay stopped by Good Morning America last week and she claimed that she was hearing the news for the very first time. And wait, before you roll the tape, while we're listening to Lindsay, I want you to notice the box color dullness of her hair. Lindsay, what happened? Go.
I know just today there was news that you allegedly have a new half-sister. How do you handle your family?
I didn't even hear that, so thanks for the news. I don't pay attention to any of it.
I mean, how does your family handle all of that? The headlines splashed daily.
You know, I don't really want to get into that because I want to stand the positive side of things.
Leave it to Michael to torpedo her press tour for this movie. I mean, by the way, did you notice the one color box color and it wasn't shiny, right? Right? And I love box color, you know, coloring your hair at home, but you just have to do it with a. Anyway, you know, I don't know what to say other than she couldn't. The interviewer Amy Roebuck, you know, she got the answer that she got. She couldn't very well go back because Lindsay's camp basically has gates around everything that she says. And there are parameters set before she goes into the interview. And those parameters are, she doesn't want to talk about her social or her personal life. Doesn't want to talk about her personal life. Only thing that could have been better than her saying she doesn't want to talk about it is if she just got up and walked it out. That's always so dramatic, right? Anyway, don't worry, Lindsay. We'll all be watching Liz and Dick on Sunday night. It's going to be good at 9 o'clock on Lifetime. So, I went to the mall this weekend and I found it really awkward. You know, the Christmas decorations are going up and the music's playing, but if you're like in the Northeast, you know, which, you know, we're still digging out from Sandy, it almost seemed like a crime to even be in the mall and to have the music playing and everything. It just, you know, Sandy's just put a damper on this entire holiday. So for those of you who didn't go to the mall, did you go to, and I didn't buy anything at the mall, by the way. I strolled in to go to Abo and Pan because they got the good corn chowder. I ate it in the middle of the mall. Do you ever just sit down and people watch in the middle of the mall? I ate, look, and I was by myself at the Short Hills Mall. I ate it in the middle of the mall and then went back to my car and went back home. Anyway, did you go to the movies? The final Twilight movie was #1 at the box office. And one of the stars of the movie, Peter Facinelli, debuted his new girlfriend at the New York premiere. Now, her name is Jamie Alexander. And she's 28 years old, and she's an actress, and she was Peter's co-star in Nurse Jackie. Is your mind going where my mind is? You want to take it even further? She's also his co-star in a movie called Lucy's. Lucy's was filmed 2 years ago, while he was still married to Jenny. I'm not saying anything, I'm just saying these two have, Jamie and Peter have known each other for a while. Jenny, I see, or maybe not. But Peter and Jenny, that's Jenny, they've been divorced for only 8 months, and the Star magazine is reporting that there's a lot of attention between Peter and Jenny Garth because he's saying, allegedly, that she's doing a lot of talking about their divorce. Apparently, Peter thinks that Jenny is making him look like the bad guy and is demanding her to stop doing interviews and talking about their divorce. The thing is that I follow all those interviews, and she's not talking bad about you, Peter. She's simply saying, you know, I'm 40 years old, I am the mother mother of 3 or 4 kids. I forgot how many kids you guys have. I'm going through it regarding the divorce, but I look good. She lost like 20 pounds or something. They showed her in a bikini. There she is. I mean, she hasn't been saying anything horrible about you. She hasn't made any implications that we are running with involving you being unsavory in the marriage, but it does look kind of janky that you're now involved with a woman who you used to co-star with on Nurse Jackie and who you did a movie with 2 years ago. But Peter, I like you, but I've never noticed how there's something Bruce Jenner-ish about. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you've got very delicate features like Bruce Jenner, that's all. But the girl, Jamie, she looks like a nice girl, right? Everybody just go on and be happy. So, were you one of the people who rushed to the store this weekend to buy all the Hostess stuff because now they're officially out of business? You know, that means no more Twinkies. People are hoarding Twinkies and selling them, believe it or not, for thousands of dollars. Yes, yes. Earlier this year, you know, we here at the Wendy Show, because we love our food, and we particularly love nostalgic food like Twinkies, and we launched our, you know, Save the Pinky campaign. We picketed in the streets. We set a Twinkie world record for eating the most Twinkies. Twinkie the Kid came here and said, how you doing? We did everything we could. There are rumors, though, that there is a company that will hopefully be buying the Twinkie company to really save the Twinkie. Until then, I guess it would be Twinkie goodbye, and we'll miss you a lot. More so than Twinkie, you know what I'm really gonna miss? I'm gonna miss the Hostess bread, like the Wonder Bread and the Wonder Wheat bread and stuff. What are we gonna eat our after sandwiches on for Thanksgiving? Rest in peace, Twinkie. Anyway, you guys, we have a great show for you today. The host of Watch What Happens Live, Andy Cohen, is here. But up next, fashion expert Mary Alice Stevens joins us with the fashion hits and misses from last night's American Music Awards. Don't miss it. About the best and worst fashions from last night's American Music Awards, but we always bring you our own unique spin on fashions, and here to help us break it down is style expert, friend to the show, Mary Alice Stevenson. I do have to say, before we get started, oh my God. Are they a one-time wear?
You know, I actually got bashed for wearing these pants to a party, but you know, I had so much fun wearing them last night to the Grammys party, to the AMA party last night.
You're
that
nice
I wore them this morning.
Yeah, no, they're good. So you've worn them before. And you're nice and thin, so your thighs don't rub together. For some of us, you'd be able to follow where we are by the sequins dropping off on the floor, right?
I thought you would like them, Wendy. I wore them for you.
Thank you.
In honor of the AMAs.
Okay, so let's talk about the VMAs last night. Tell us what some of your favorite looks were.
Okay, Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj. Okay, she walked on the red carpet. Wow, the color, the
very
jewelry.
Classy dress.
Really classy, but you know what? I called the designer last night, Wendy, Monique Lullier.
Oh.
And she said, girl, I did not fit that dress on her. She bought that dress off the rack. Woo. And a star like that should really be fit for a dress. And you know why? Because a couple months back, Julie Bowen wore the exact same dress on the Emmy red carpet.
Oh, now who wears it best? Let's play Joan Vivas.
Oh, I love Nikki though. She's got,
I
you know,
appreciate Nikki's wig with it.
right? I love Nikki. And also, Nikki's got the curves.
Yeah.
We love girls with the curves.
Yeah, you
I
need
love
some
it.
curves with that dress.
Next up,
okay, let's talk about Gwen Stefani.
Gwen Stefani. I love she was wearing Balmain. She looked divine. She's just so beautiful. Look at her. Yummy mummy.
You know what?
Love the hair.
She's very fresh in the face.
Yeah. Fresh in the face. You know, that's just relevant to what's happening and it's fashion forward, and we look to Gwen to be fashion forward in Balmain. Black and white is a huge trend. It's fun. It's cool.
It's classy. Hip. She's covered up, yet she's rock and roll.
Right, exactly.
All right, who else was great dressed?
Next up is Jenny McCarthy. Yeah. Jenny, you know, Jenny,
I love that.
I mean, how hot did Sheila. I thought she just came out of nowhere and killed it.
Is that one dress or is that a
This is
skirt?
Dolce & Gabbana, which is probably a bodysuit and the skirt, and then she belted it.
It's really pretty.
And she just looked super, super sexy. And then she threw on those librarian glasses, hot teacher glasses.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She just killed it. And then, of course, she had her cougar moments, and she's over 40 now with Justin Bieber, where she started making
Oh, yeah,
out.
look at
She was giving Justin
like, get
a little...
off me, old lady. Okay, so
He
last
didn't
thing.
like it. Oh, and then Taylor Swift. We got to talk about Taylor.
Did you like the way she looked?
You know, I'm so...
I can't see.
You know, it goes down. That's what made it hot, right? You know,
Yes.
people, I'm so sick of the 50s, prom dresses that she wears and then, like, the little old lady dresses, boring, boring, boring. I love that she showed some skin.
She's also got a secret. I think that Taylor is secretly bad to the bone, badder than any of these girls that you see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, so who were the fashion disappointments last night?
Oh, God. Kelly Clarkson needs a fashion intervention. She's just, oof, it's
What'd
bad.
she put on? Oh, there she
God,
is.
there she is.
She put on everything from her closet.
Oh, it was so
At one time.
so bad. It was so bad, and it makes me crazy because she's talented and cool, and I just want to scoop her up and take her to my studio and style her up. But she needs help. Oh, Christina Aguilera.
Okay.
God, you guys.
That's what But
listen,
is that bad or is it good? Because she's celebrating, yeah, I'm fluffy, and who cares?
I love that she's healthy. I love that she's curvy. I think she looks fantastic. But there's a way to do it right. And she's such a star. And, it was feeling a little cheesy to me. A little Batgirl gone wrong.
A little burlesque. Okay, who else were disappointments in fashion?
Brandy, I love her. I thought she looked pretty, but it was just all too.
What is that? What is that, Brandy?
It's some.
Is that a dress?
Yeah, it's
what is that?
It's kind of like some Star Trek-y. I get where she was going, being fashion forward and
edgy.
wanted to have fun, but it just didn't work for me. Not for the AMAs.
Okay.
Okay.
I like her hair.
Let's talk about Carrie Underwood. Because I like her hair too. Carrie Underwood, I could not take that blue dress. It was just so wrong. You know, she could wear anything. Every designer would make her something, and it was just, oh God, it was so bad. Okay, another thing that really bugged me, you guys, was Chris Brown's facial hair. No offense, no offense. I like the tats, but and Chris Brown just signed a huge deal to be a model with Wilhelmina.
Oh, did he?
Just broke, yeah.
Well, he's not a bad-looking man at all.
He's a great-looking guy, but that stubble, it looks like something else.
The facial hair wouldn't be bad if he didn't have the tats on his neck running into it, or if he had like a Sharpie and maybe filled it in more. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
just a little bit of that stuff.
Okay. Carly Rae Jepsen, music's new it girl. I'm working with her next week.
Terrific.
Right?
You'll teach her not to dress like an old lady?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that was boring and just not fun. She's young. She should look rock and roll and cool, and she's not. So we'll work with her next week, and we'll get it on.
It also might be a little ill-fitting on her waist.
Yeah, too sloppy. Doesn't. She's so
cute
and
dress,
pretty.
but
She
not
could
for
wear
a young
anything,
girl.
right? So.
Yeah. That was a very comprehensive report, Mary Alice Stevenson, everybody. Thank you so much for dropping by. You guys keep it here. Up next, Bravo's Andy Cohen is here. Okay, welcome back. Our next guest knows how to have fun, especially when he's drinking his brown juice in the clubhouse. He's the man behind our favorite reality franchise, The Real Housewives, and he's also the host of Watch What Happens. Please welcome Andy Cohen.
I have a long tongue, right?
Really long time.
No, I do.
Oh my God.
I do. I definitely do.
Andy.
You never knew what a long tongue I had, did you?
No.
I won a long tongue contest in Miami once.
Are you serious?
I did. Yeah.
That wasn't even about Padma. That was about you showing off. Are you in a relationship now?
I'm not.
Well, keep your phone on the hook, because something's about to happen as soon as you leave here. Let me see your tongue. Give him a tongue cam.
I have a long tongue.
Okay, so look.
I was at that Madonna concert, by the way, and it was great when he came out, and it was a moment, and it was something extra. It was actually great.
The gingham dance.
Everybody in Madison Square Garden went crazy.
Did they?
It was great.
Okay.
It was great, I promise.
All right.
Yeah. I get where you're going, but it was great.
All
Trust
right.
me. Okay.
I like your outfit.
Thank you.
It's very casual.
You know what? I'm off this week from Watch What Happens Live, so I just wanted to chill out and go deep with you.
Well, I'm glad that you came by. By the way, and Donald Trump, make sure that you keep it here because Andy and I are going to do something to give an homage to you a little bit later on. In the meantime, do you know about our homage?
I do.
Isn't it funny?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, what do you want to know? I'll tell you whatever you want to know.
First, Jill Zarin came by the clubhouse and she caused quite a stir from New York Housewives. Do you regret having her on the show?
No, because when we let her go, I promised her she could come back, and then I said yes, come back. I knew we would get big ratings. We did get big ratings.
Right.
So it was what it was. There was a certain amount of drama and exhaustion attached to it. But it was what it was.
It was the most watched interview on TV at that particular time. Yes, it was. Look.
It did well.
Yeah, it did very well.
It did well.
Okay, so look, is there a chance, Andy, that you and Bravo will be giving Jill another role with reality TV?
No, but I wish her well, and I'm sure she'll wind up somewhere. I know she's out pitching a show right now.
What kind of show?
I think it's a reality show about her and her family. So I think, I wish her and whoever works with her well.
Well, okay. In Touch Magazine is reporting that Danielle Staub, and we talked about it here on Hot Topics, will be returning to Jersey Housewives.
Yes.
Is there any truth to that?
You know what? I never talk about casting stuff until the season is over and we're about to launch it. So we are so far away from Jersey that there's been so much talk about maybe this, maybe that. It's easier just to let it all.
Do you agree that Jersey needs some new cast members just to freshen it up?
Yeah, no, I think Jersey look, I think as we saw at the end of that reunion, where's it gonna go?
Yes.
I think, it's interesting what could happen to get these people together. What wound up happening is that Mother Nature came in and blew away the state of New Jersey in a really bad way.
Yes.
And so amazingly, the Jersey Housewives have all in their separate ways. They're doing amazing things, which is really great, which warms my heart.
Yes.
They're all raising money and doing all sorts of things. So hopefully that disaster will maybe kind of bring them together a little bit.
Yes.
So we'll see what happens.
Okay. Now, Jeff Lewis and Jenny Poulos.
Yes.
I thought that they got together fabulously on and off the screen,
Yes.
but now, allegedly, Jenny wants to write this tell-all book, and Jeff is suing
Jenny is writing a book, and I think Jeff is, I've spoken to both of them just very briefly, and they're going to come on Watch What Happens Live together and do a one-on-one like we did with Jill in a few weeks, and we're going to get to the bottom of everything that's going on. I know that Jeff isn't pleased with the book. I don't think she's finished writing it.
What is she saying about him that's going to be a shock?
I don't know, and I don't know what he's concerned about. That's what I'm going to talk to them about. And what I do know is that they're shooting Interior Therapy right now, another season of that. So wildly enough, while all this is going on, they're together shooting every day.
They might just want some...
Which gives you an understanding of the level of dysfunction that goes on. I mean, the show Flipping Out is called Flipping Out for a reason. And it's an alternate universe going on there in that world.
And I know that you don't hang out with the Bravo stars. It's strictly business. But if there's one that I do believe in my head, only in my head, that you're really good friends with, in my head, you and Jeff.
Jeff is my buddy. He is. I love Jeff and I love Jenny.
Yeah.
I had dinner with Bethany last night.
Oh, wow.
So
you do hang out with...
Occasionally. Yeah.
Good.
It was very spontaneous and we did just in the neighborhood. But I love Jeff and Jenny.
Yeah.
I love them.
So now, so last night on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, we finally got a chance to get up and close with Porsha.
And do not call Miss Kenya Moore Miss America.
Honey.
Don't do that. It's not going to go well.
Okay.
My search engine doesn't go back that far. Is that what Porsha said?
That's what she said.
That's what Porsha said.
Yeah, and then she said you're old.
My search engine doesn't go back that far.
I'm, as usual, I'm very entertained by watching Atlanta, but I feel as though there's a disconnect with every one of the plot lines. I don't know whether you feel the same way. I feel as though Nene is over here, and then Croy and Kim are over there.
All I can say is, keep watching because they all come together in a few weeks in a very cool way and in a way that we haven't seen before, I think, on Atlanta Housewives. Yeah.
Will they be fighting and wig pulling?
They'll be fighting and wig pulling, but they'll also be
Hugging.
They'll also be a little kumbaya, which I think is great.
Okay.
And some couples kumbaya, which I also like. Kind of couples coming together.
Kenya's gonna join Apollo and Phaedra in the bedroom.
Yeah. Watch what happens.
Look, there's a rumor out there that Kim Zolciak is leaving Real Housewives of Atlanta.
There is a rumor. In a few weeks, something goes down between Kim and the women that triggers something else. So you got to stay tuned for that.
Okay. All right. And now let's take it out of Atlanta and go to Beverly Hills. Adrienne Maloof and her husband, Paul. I thought they're such a cute couple. What are your thoughts on all the divorce hubbub?
I was so surprised. You know, my parents, who have been together forever, have a really cute way of communicating, which is also bickering at each other, kind of picking at each other in a weird way. But Paul and Adrienne,
they have
the
that
same
too.
thing. And I always thought, oh, well, that's how they communicate, and they really love each other, and it's great. So I was actually quite surprised when they said that they were coming apart.
Heartbroken, especially because it wasn't on the down low. It was like there's allegations of abuse. It's like nasty.
The thing that that bummed me out was that kind of all of the allegations going on between the two of them. And you don't know what to believe and what's just being said and what's, you know, it was kind of nasty. But I'm glad she and I emailed the other day, and I'm glad that this is behind them.
Yes.
They are split now, and I think they're working on the custody and you know, getting through it. So I'm happy for that.
Andy, you had a great opportunity to interview Rihanna.
I did.
It's such a random act.
I know. It was really cool. I interviewed Rihanna. She asked me to interview her for this Facebook event. She's got the most Facebook fans of anybody on Facebook, 63 million.
And what?
More than voted for President Obama, I figured out. Just a little more than actually voted in the election. I said, Rihanna, you won the election. That's it. You won.
So she denied her relationship with Chris Brown.
She did, yeah. But, you know, she spoke about him so lovingly. When I asked her about him, she lit up, and they have this duet on her new album called Nobody's Business, which is really, it's a love song where they're saying, you know, I can love you and you can love me, and it's nobody's business.
Do you think they're loving each other?
I kind of do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so look.
How you doing?
How you doing? You stay here, everybody. Up next, Andy and I are going to act out a scene in something new here on the show called Tweeter Theater. Don't miss it. Welcome back, everybody, to Twitter Theater. We are going to reenact our favorite celebrity tweets. Today, we're going to feature Donald Trump and all of his Twitter feuds. Andy's going to play Donald, so put your wig on.
He wishes he had this hair. This looks normal.
And I'm going to play all the victims. Okay, round one. Andy versus Star Jones.
Okay. Trump versus Star Jones.
Sorry, that's right. Trump versus Star Jones.
Oh, I like that.
Okay, go.
Okay. The hurricane is good luck for Obama. He will buy the election by handing out billions of dollars.
Don't hate, appreciate.
Before Star Jones begged me to put her on The Apprentice, she was professionally dead. I saved her tiny career. I defended her when she lied about a stomach operation to lose weight.
Don't hate, appreciate. Okay, round two. It's Trump versus Rosie O'Donnell.
Okay.
How you doing?
Lesbian Wendy. Okay.
And go.
Rosie O'Donnell needs me to salvage her dying career, but it won't help. She's got no talent and no persona.
I'd rather give birth to a flaming unicorn in an igloo.
Rosie, you're disgusting, both inside and out. You're a slob. You're basically a disaster.
How many billionaires sell ties and have crappy non-reality shows? Go back to selling snake oil.
I'm worth many billions of dollars. I feel sorry for Rosie's new partner in love, whose parents are devastated at the thought of their daughter being with Rosie,
You are a blank in every way. Round 3. Ooh, look.
So mean.
I know he
She's
is.
so mean on Twitter.
Donald, you are the worst.
You're so mean on Twitter.
Okay, look, this is you, Donald, versus Cher.
How you doing?
How you doing? Okay, go.
Cher, you're an average talent who's out of touch with reality. Like Rosie O'Donnell, a total loser. I'm so bad at this impersonation.
So first grade, a loser.
I know.
I'm never going to Macy's again. I didn't know they sold Donald Trump's line.
Cher should spend more time focusing on her family and dying career.
Macy's doesn't care that they sell products from a loudmouth racist cretin who'd lie like a rug to get some cheap press.
Cher, I don't wear a rug. It's mine. And I promise not to talk about your massive plastic surgeries that didn't work.
To set the record straight, Trump is a flaming blank. What do you think is in that blank? Anyway, and I hope Macy's dumps him.
It's amazing how people can talk about me, but I'm not allowed to talk about them.
And scene. Yay! Andy! Andy Cohen, thank you so much for being here.
How
you
you
guys,
doing?
watch what happens live. Watch what happens live.
Oh, we're
Airs
closing now?
weeknights at 11 on Bravo. Keep it here. Ask Wendy is next. And so, it's time for Ask Wendy. How you doing?
How you doing?
I love your necklace.
Thank you.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. My name's Rhea.
Okay.
And I have a situation with my cousin. He's fabulous. I love him. He's young and handsome, but he keeps making passes at me.
Ew.
I'd really like to know how I can make him stop. It's becoming awkward, and I don't want it to become any more awkward. So what should I do?
Is this a cousin who's come into your life so doesn't really think of you as a cousin because you've just discovered each other, or is this somebody?
Yeah, something like that, exactly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you've got to say to him, straight talk, you know, cousin love is not cool. Cousin love is not cool, and you're making it awkward, and just because you're my cousin doesn't mean that I have to be in your life, and if you don't stop, I'm telling the rest of the family. And you're not going to be in my life anymore.
Oh, wow. Tell everybody.
Well, I mean, we're talking on TV right now. Is he going to be at Thanksgiving dinner?
I don't know if I'm going to be there.
But I would tell him that's not cool. Ew.
Yeah, tell him straight up, just one-on-one, just tell him.
Yes, and be very emphatic, Rhea. You're beautiful. I'm shaking you. You're beautiful. Yeah. Good luck, Rhea.
Thank you, Wendy, very much. I'm going to do it. I'm going to tell him.
Yeah. Otherwise, holidays and every day is going to be really awkward.
And I like the guy. He's really nice, but I just have to put a stop to this. Just to tell him. Just tell him.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, Rhea. Good luck.
Thank you, Wendy. Thank you. How you doing, Wendy?
How you doing?
My name's Ashley.
Your tongue piercing matches your fingernails. I love the young.
I've been close friends with this girl for 6 years, and she's kind of, you know, into dating guys after I've dated them.
Sloppy seconds.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I've talked to her, and she's kind of shrugged it off like, okay, whatever, I don't care. My question is, should I, you know, continue being her friend?
No.
No, okay. No.
How old are you, honey?
I'm 19.
Absolutely. This is a life lesson. You know, don't get with girls who have a habit of getting with your sloppy seconds.
Okay.
Leave her alone. Okay. Oh, that's it? All right, that's it. Up next, everybody, we're going to select our audience eye candy of the day. Keep it here. Okay, welcome back. It's time for our audience eye candy of the day. Drum roll, please. You know, we've got such a fashionable audience, but this person really caught my eye. It's Elijah Pinnell. Come on. Yes, Elijah. Here's your diva fan. It says how you doing?
Hello.
Come on out here. Everybody wants to see your fabulous Michael Jackson inspired style.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Talk head to toe. We'll start with the shoes.
Aldo.
Okay.
$100.
Uh-huh.
Pants.
Uh-huh.
60 from Zara.
Okay.
Jacket, 200 from Zara.
Yes. You look and the hair. The hair is working. Turn around so everybody can see the back of your head. All right. This is how the Wendy Show audience dresses. Thank you so much. And your teeth, by the way, are gorgeous and white.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. Everybody, for more information about Liza's look, go to wendyshow.com. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Liza. I was just saying, I dance so hard during commercials that by the time we come back, I'm exhausted. We got DJ Boof in here, and we've got a fabulous studio audience, and the tickets are free. If you ever want to join us here in New York City, come by the studio. We're on 26th Street in Chelsea. It's good in here. I want to thank today's guest, Andy Cohen, and of course, Mary Alice Stevenson, our fashion expert, my co-host, my fabulous studio audience. Thank you. Tomorrow on the show, Katie Couric will be here. Wednesday on the show, Flo Rida will be here. And sexy Twilight star Jackson Rathbone. I love you for watching today. And I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye-bye.